Oh, but yeah, I have the recording going, by the way.
Oh, all right, excellent. And everything's working?
Hopefully, I'm gonna do audio mixing on the fly, which may mean that some things won't work. We'll see.
Then I'm good to do this. Oh!
Let's do this. Wait, let's do a countdown actually first. so we synced up.
I was getting my first couple drinks of Coke. Oh wait, Dr. Pepper. Never mind. Whatever. Same.
Dr.
Okay.
Cocaine.
You want to do the countdown or me?
Whatever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh, I went after one. Shit. Whatever. A couple of seconds.
I did too, actually.
Okay.
I realized I should have said go, but anyways. So, yeah, it really needs to be said. You've seen some leaks about what we're going to see today. I haven't. So I'm going into this entirely blind, except for, of course, the repeated leaks that have came down the years about Bloober Team is working on something. What? There's going to be 8 Silent Hill games, 10 movies, 3 Netflix series, 2 lines of action figures, you know.
I thought you were going to say 2 lines of Coke. Just
that's probably what led to this. That's a Silent Hill 2 song in the background, by the way.
Yep.
But
that's out of pixelated mist. That will get even more pixelated in my recording.
Yeah, well, I'll say that isn't entirely just the video encoder for those people watching. It's just pixelated in the video like that.
It is a video encoder, it's just not mine. It's theirs.
Yeah. It's, like... Were they supposed to stream this and instead accidentally released it as a video?
I don't know. There's a Deutsch premiere going, so I don't think so.
Oh! Not tomorrow. The theme of Lisa from Silent Hill 1. Please, God,
nice.
let it be a Silent Hill 1 remake. Silent Hill 2 remake, I've said in the Sonic video, which may or may not go up after this. Silent Hill 2 remake, I don't think, it would require a lot of precision. Silent Hill 1 remake, I think, has an easier chance of being good and reviving the series than Silent Hill 2 remake would, you know?
Okay, but Silent Hill 1 VR.
Silent Hill 1, see, Silent Hill 1's monsters are fucking freaky, man.
That's the point.
That's,
like, you saw Scorn, the game making the rounds right now. Like, can you imagine that, but fucked up? Like, even more fucked up, I mean? So, you know. Also in VR.
I'm not sure what Scorn is.
It's a puzzle game.
Oh.
At least from what I saw.
Silent Hill, it's just Silent Hill has more gun.
Well, so Scorn also has gun.
Oh, I see. So, I guess it's just a first-person horror puzzle game?
Yes, but I don't know if I'd call it horror. Body horror, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... yeah, go ahead.
If it ever seems like I'm shouting, it's because I've got the volume on this relatively high, because for one thing, I'm not recording my perspective. But for another thing, if I can hear clearly, I might be able to pick up on any little Easter eggs they sneak in.
Yeah. And then
assuming this was done with passion and that Konami didn't just louse this whole thing up.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't pick up on the small things anyway because I only played 2 and watched most of the rest of the series. So like, technically I know what happens, but still.
The fucked thing is, I consider myself a Silent Hill super fan. I've only ever got to play through Silent Hill 2.
Ah.
The rest of the series, like the series as a whole, is so fucking inaccessible.
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2, I had to actually go and get a PS2 copy to actually play through. 10 years ago, when I was about 13 years old, believe it or not, I did pirate Silent Hill 2, but it fucking crashed for me at the endless staircase section.
Ah. Nice.
And that's a brutal part of the game for it to crash at, let me tell you.
Yeah. For a second, I thought for a second I thought someone was forming out of the mist, but no. Oh, that would have been that would have been freaky though, if they just made it so that. But I don't mean that if they made someone actually form out of it, but just imagine if the mist got like heavier in like certain parts, so it almost looked like one of the characters, but not exactly.
What would be freaky it would be if you could see several faces in it, right?
Yes.
I hope they keep playing Silent Hill 1 music here, because that would mean it's a Silent Hill 1 thing instead of Silent Hill 2 thing.
I don't remember this song just yet, so it may be from 1.
I'm not for certain. It sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, here we go. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So yes, this should have been a stream and not a video.
Yes. 5 minutes. We'll give you news in 5 minutes.
Whatever, gives us time to talk. I gotta say, like, I always kind of see, this Silent Hill stuff has been going on for years and years. I always kind of figured it would be the trio of you, me, and Mike together for this. The fact that Mike has had his weird disappearance right now, it makes me sad that he's not here for this, that it can't be all three of us.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm happy to have you here.
I mean, after what I said about that teaser, you know, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't think that I'd care. But it's really just a thing of like I do not trust companies anymore. I can't. I want to be hyped for Silent Hill shit. I cannot. I need to see things. I need for them to show me something worthwhile before I get hype.
Well, for it to be a 50-minute video, they better fucking show something.
It's gonna be a 40 like it's a 48-minute video. 8 minutes is this countdown. 40 minutes is a zoom in on one of James's toenails.
How'd you know it's James's?
it zooms in from far away. Eventually you see James, and then just keeps zooming.
You know it's James's because it's smothering the next toe over.
Yes.
So here's one thing I gotta mention. I do follow Masahiro Ito on Twitter, right? And Masahiro Ito designed the monsters for Silent Hills 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And I have to assume this is just him saying, hey, look, my old franchise is coming back. I'm not involved with it, but my old franchise is coming back. But he has been tweeting repeatedly countdowns until this reveal.
He's been tweeting pictures of Pyramid Head getting closer to a camera. We don't know what it means.
I want them to announce, yes, Bluebird team is working on a Silent Hill 2 remake, but we fired everyone in the Bluebird team office and just moved in Team Silent.
Yeah.
Oh, Silent Hill 1 theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get this song on Spotify, and that bugs me because I love the Silent Hill 1 theme.
Yeah, this song is cool. I like it.
Oh,
I like it. I like it better than the main menu music from the fucking HD collection. I can tell you what.
Yeah. Oh god. See, like I don't want this to be a crushing disappointment because hearing the Silent Hill 1 theme again makes me such, you know, I saw it, I clapped feelings, right?
Yeah. I guess for me, I already had this moment with Contra. And then what we got is fucking Rogue Core. And I played the demo to Rogue Core and I was like, I'll play this with the guys, and otherwise I will not fucking pay money for this. And I still haven't. So, you know.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what Konami's deal is.
Like,
the new Bomberman, my understanding, is pretty good. At least the little stint I got to play it.
I mean, it's free,
now,
so we could play it whenever.
It features the New Day, which lowers the score for you, but it's a good Bomberman, right?
It also features Pyramid Head, so...
That's true, and Pyramid Head can just... I remember we played it, and Pyramid Head was insane because he could just ignore the Bomberman mechanics altogether and just run around killing people himself.
Yeah, and remember, that game has a free version now, so we can... and crossplay, I think. So we could just play it whenever.
I'd be interested in going back and trying that. I thought it was really interesting, the idea of different Bomberman characters with unique abilities. Like, and again, I know tastes about New Day around here are not too kind, but I'd be really curious what ability the two that aren't Xavier would get, because Xavier obviously gets the fucking trumpet or something. But what would they give Kofi or Big E? You know,
Kofi jobs. That's his ability.
Brock Lesnar appears on screen and suplexes Kofi.
Yes.
If someone is nearby, then they get hit by Kofi getting suplexed.
Yes. Big E's thing is still a big ending, but instead of doing the like color thing that he does, he just does a splash and it acts like a nuke.
Meh.
But yeah, I don't know what's so hard in making a new 2D Contra with 3D
Here
ports,
we go.
but yeah. All right.
Please don't suck. Please don't suck.
May contain role playing. Roach.
Nice looking cockroach, I guess.
Yeah, it's Papa Roach. Imagine if that shit started lasting.
Silent Hill 2 remake. It's the bathroom. It's James.
Yep. You know, without saying too much, hopefully, I do wonder how much of what has leaked it will come true.
Could she really be here? Waiting for
That is not Guy Seehee. I wonder why.
I could have told you it wouldn't be Guy Seehee.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
Okay, credit where credit is due. He does sound like he's doing a bit of Guy Seehee's weird delivery, though, which is important.
Yes.
I don't like James having a deep, tough guy voice, though.
Me neither.
In my restless dreams.
Very pretty
See
graphics.
that time.
Yep.
Okay, you just... That's the shot of Norman Reedus walking down the street from PT. Come on. They got Masahiro Ito and Akira Yamaoka back. That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. Now the question is, how faithful is it? Can you still do the fucking the handle puzzle?
I know.
Because if so, then Bluebird may not fuck it up that bad.
I'm seeing some cutscenes that aren't in the original game here.
Oh,
I know why I needed.
so far I've only noticed
This
ones
is
that
the
are.
ending speech to Pyramid Head.
Yeah. Did the gun always look like that?
Kind of.
Okay, I don't.
It was
remember.
not raining in that room.
No, it wasn't. I feel like that's kind of ruining the purpose of the atmosphere of that room. Oh boy, I look forward to beating up Mary again. Maria, I don't remember.
And that's Maria dying in the elevator.
Yeah.
Well, that shot right there of him falling to his knees is when Maria gets killed by Pyramid Head in the basement of the hotel. That's...
Mary?
Okay, they moved the first spot you meet Maria from the viewing space to a little pagoda.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I mean, it's a small change. So far, they all seem like small changes.
Yeah, so far it seems like small changes, but at the same time, it's like, you know, then what about the sign that says don't drive?
The one change I can say I dislike. The rest of it, I'm gonna keep an open mind about. Oh, PS5 exclusive. That's a big one. But the one change I can say I dislike is
Welcome to Silent Hill
having the game open on James walking into the bathroom instead of having the game open on James looking in the mirror. It's a small thing, but that's a very distinctive way for Silent Hill 2 to begin. Looking in the mirror at himself and rubbing his hand down his face.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts to have that changed, you know?
Yes. So what are these people's sins? Why are they banished? Working at Konami. Never mind, I figured it out.
Hey, Masahiro Ito, Mr. Fuck Toast. Shit, Masahiro Ito got gray. Damn.
I hope he just comes out and says, I wish I didn't make Pyramid Head, and then just leaves.
I'm sorry, what was that project he said? I'm gonna have to rewind for that later. Silent Hill 2 is the Silent Hill 2 remake is the start of a project. So it's like they're saying this is a full-scale revival of the Silent Hill series, a dedicated revival.
Maybe.
Because Metal Gear is dead as a series, and Castlevania and Silent Hill are the only two we've got left here. Now.
Yeah.
Ito's saying it was hard dodging Twitter questions about it. Poor Ito is gonna get bombarded now.
Poor Ito has to wear a shirt with the thing he hates most on it.
He doesn't hate Pyramid Head,
I
he
know.
just feels that it took over his career.
山岡です。もう21年ですか
Game's old enough to drink.
Yep.
でリメイクという形でまた新しい
Yamaoka.
蘇るというか
They don't really need to make, like,
僕的にもすごく嬉しく
they don't need to remake the soundtrack to Silent Hill 2, though. That's the thing, you know?
いろいろこうチャレンジ
But imagine though, what if
Like,
what if
Silent Hill 2 soundtrack is
what if
one of the
Yamaoka
best of all
goes
time.
what if Yamaoka goes and records another 5 million footprints or whatever footsteps?
ないものをテーマとしても
Yeah.
みたいなところ
My collection is not yet finished.
当時ディレクターがドストエフ
I
スキー
need better microphones to re-record all 10,000 footsteps in this game.
何を作るんだろうなと。で、音楽ももちろんですけど、
I will not rest until there are
すごいいろいろチャレ
at
ンジ
least 12,000 separate footsteps on every surface.
新しい音楽っていうものを作り上げられるかなっていうのは
Oh
す
no,
ごい感じてました。
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
だってもですね、サイレントヒル
What?
タイトルがみんなの
I may have missed some context, but the new music
やってよかった。
thing was
No, he's talking about the experience of working
Okay,
on Silent Hill 2
okay.
the first time around.
okay. I
The
was
director
リ
told
メイ
him
クに関しても
the remake has a new musical style.
oh okay. So the comment that I freaked out about, but for real this
従来
time.
のファンの方にも
Well,
きちっと届けられる。
it's still Yamaoka. You know, I trust Yamaoka.
もちろん
Yamaoka hasn't made a bad soundtrack yet. Besides, honestly, there's a very good chance they'll have a setting in the options menu to let you switch it back to the classic soundtrack.
Ah yeah, probably.
衝撃というか作れたらいいなと思っています。皆さんもぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
山岡さんありがとうございます。コナミのサウンドね、若いスタッフみんな山岡さん
No, they don't. Team Silent was always the fucking
一緒に仕事させていただいております。そして
corner that didn't get along with the rest of Konami.
Yeah, the black
チー
sheep.
ムについてのお話もさせてください。今回のサイレントヒル2はポーランド
Don't talk about it. Move on.
ブルーバーチームで制作しています。彼らからコメントと制作風景をいただいている
Oh, no.
ので、こちらもどうぞご覧ください。
They have made a name for themselves with that passion for killing mental illness people with mental illnesses, mental illness people. That's
For many Bluebird team members, Silent Hill is the
Ah,
title which
whatever.
made them fall in love in horror games.
They didn't say anything.
Silent Hill 2 exists.
This is
Okay,
why
it's not
we
done.
approach
Okay.
our work with a great respect to original game.
To ensure that we are keeping this unique Silent Hill atmosphere
Like,
intact.
here's
we
the
are
thing,
working
right?
closely with
Yeah.
I'm
original
complaining about
creators
minor changes like the
such
addition of a
as
pagoda,
Mosquito and Akira.
but it does say a lot about accuracy to the game that I am recognizing all of these spots from the game. I am
Yes.
recognizing fucking streets and parking lots.
To make the same strong impression today that the original game did 21
Oh, don't
years
say
ago.
that! You don't need to make a
While we
stronger
want to achieve
impression,
the
you
same
just
end
need to
result,
copy the impression they
players'
made.
expectations evolve
Yeah.
over time.
Just redo
We
it.
don't need a secret twist ending.
Just do it
Same
again.
or similar effect.
We don't need Final
That's why
Fantasy
we
VII
want to put
Remake
the
here.
camera so we can
No,
immerse
no.
players
It has a new
more
ending
as much
where it turns out that James is the Shiba controlling everything.
We are creating a synergy where new or modernized mechanics and features actually support the original spirit of Silent Hill 2.
Well, how are they going? How the
we
fuck
paid
are they
mocap-
going to handle melee combat?
But
We
believe
paid
we're on the
mocap
right track.
actors to realistically portray beating up Maria.
How the fuck are they going to handle melee in this game?
I don't know.
Because third-person shooting, I can understand, but
simply, our goal is
I don't
to
want third-person
recreate
shooting either.
everything what
Like,
makes
that's the
game
thing.
timeless classic,
Like the...
Oh, no, there's
which will
not.
go layers even deeper
It
into
looked
the
like there was
forest
lock-on,
streets
though.
of
It looked like there was
Silent Hill.
lock-on, so there probably won't be third-person shooting. It'll probably be lock-on
Is it-
shooting like the classic.
It's gonna be like fucking home pour. Downcoming.
We'll see. A dodge button is not inherently the worst. There are good horror games with dodge buttons out there. But it's funny to see James do a fucking boxing weave around the nurse in that little clip we saw on the computer.
Yeah. But yeah, like the
It
controls to
looked like
me...
he was locked on while holding a gun, though, so it looks like there won't be third-person shooting. You'll be classic Silent Hill, lock on and shoot.
Okay, that's good. Because like the...
And I mean, Silent Hill has always played fast and loose with that kind of survival horror idea of stand there and shoot, because Silent Hill always allowed you to walk around while shooting, you know?
Yes. But also like the
Resident Evil,
controls
you
to
had to
me...
just stand there.
The controls to me of Silent Hill 2 were a very big part of the experience, and so like it's a thing of like I get the modernization. Also, please put in an option for me to play with tank controls and fixed camera angles.
Dude, fixed camera... Look, the fixed camera angles in Silent Hill were a wonder because they made it feel like a movie. It was,
Yeah.
They were all dynamically shot.
Hello, everyone.
And it's just one of those things that sadly has gone away just because people see it as old, you know?
Extremely excited to hear about the announcement.
Yeah, like I think they could do stuff with it. I don't think they will. That's the thing. A lot of the game's atmosphere and all that was built up with the shots and stuff like that. So like, even if it's a very good recreation and very like faithful to the original, I feel like it will be missing something because it you know you can't get lost in the big green thing that's on James's back with a good camera.
プレイステーション向けに発売できて非常に嬉しいですね。
皆様のサイレントヒル2に寄せる期待がすごいですね。私自身サイレントヒル2の大ファンなので、もうお話聞いてるだけでますます楽しみになってます。
The biggest surprise of this thus far for me is how many fucking Silent Hill 2 gags I remember.
プレイステーション5のスターページもオープンしていますので、そちらの方もチェックしてみてください。
Oh, the store page is already open. There'll probably be a lot of screenshots on there. Excellent.
それでは
The first video trailer wraps up the first. What's coming next?
Oh boy.
Silent Hill the fighting game.
Maybe. It's Silent Hill the movie 3.
世界も変わってきましたよ。
Isn't this from 3? Isn't this where...
No, that song is the...
No, not the song, the place.
Silent Hill 2 when you fight the two pyramid heads.
Not the song, the place. The background.
Oh. That might be where you find Solid Snake's corpse in Silent Hill 3. What on earth is this for the trailer for?
Why are you here?
Just to
Do
suffer.
one.
No. In this place. Why are you here? Here to be punished.
Annapurna!
That's good.
What did they do? I know they did a lot of things that I know.
You're right.
Hang on, I'll pull it up on my phone.
Something so awful.
From the cases of stories untold and observation, I think.
Judged by these people. But for you, I think it's more than that.
A no-code game.
I think you're here for some other reason.
Annapurna made Stray in Outer Wilds.
I don't want to be.
Ah, okay. Stray was good. Otherwise, wasn't my thing.
Figure that out.
Story-focused walking simulator games.
Yeah.
And puzzle games.
So this
should Townfall.
Fucking
That's an interesting name.
home port for real.
Hi, my name is John McKellen. I'm the creative director at No Code, and we are working on Silent Hill Townfall. I remember playing the original Silent Hill on PS1 back in...
Is this gonna be another remake of Silent Hill 1? Like another alternate
so
take?
for us to work on this game with our friends at Annapurna feels like...
I would bet not. This is probably a new story.
It's a real honor for us to bring a new title to this series.
Okay, new title, yeah. New game.
Material, but also does something a little bit different with it. To say that Silent Hill has been an inspiration to No Code would be a massive...
Alright, so take your bets. What dumb bullshit is gonna be in this from Western development? Souls?
And in No Code, we're all about weaving that narrative and that experience into every aspect of our game design,
I think...
our visuals, even our UI.
This sounds like it's a game that's going to have no gameplay at all. So if you're worried about weird action bullshit like Homecoming and Downpour, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Until then, it might be worth watching that trailer again and see what you might have missed.
Interesting. Just a small, low-budget Silent Hill that's focused on story. That could be interesting.
予告編には鳥肌が立ちました。期待もやっぱ高いんですけれども、これはどのようなきっかけで始まったんでしょうか。
はい。実はちょっとしたカリフォルニアでの
Has no code done anything of note of value? But yeah, no code seems to be the lead dev, and Annapurna is just secondary.
Yeah. That could be interesting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Townfall as a name already tells me, well, they're not... They've certainly got an idea here.
Yeah.
So Silent Hill is pretty well going to be licensed out to just a shit ton of different development teams. Okay, that's weird, but interesting. Let's see where it goes.
Silent Hill Fighter Z. Here's Daisuke Ishimotori.
次は何でしょう。
実はサイレントヒルはゲーム以外の展開もあるんです。
Oh.
ここではその情報
Another Silent Hill DLC for DVD?
なるほど、また新しい楽しみが増えます。
I don't know who else they could add as killers besides
He said beyond games.
プロデューサー内藤瑠衣さんをお迎えしてその
Well,
新たな展開について伺っていきましょう。内藤さん、お願いいたします。
サイレントヒルの IP 展開、クロスメディア展開を担当しています内藤です。よろしくお願いします。
Well, at least it's not phone gambling.
内藤さん、今回はどんな情報をお持ちいただいたんでしょうか。
今回はですね、サイレントヒルゲームの復活のきっかけともなった映画化の話です。
So yes, they are confirming revival of the Silent Hill games.
映画の元々作ってた映画のプロデューサーの方から最新作作りたい。
They're remaking the film.
監督は第一作の方をクリストフ・ガンズ氏が手掛けると。
Christoph Gans, the one who the Silent Hill movie, is another. Okay, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember
that first Silent Hill movie was supposed to be pretty good.
I saw it. It was, from what I remember.
Actually, mostly faithful to the series as much as they could get around the producers.
Yeah.
なるほど、素晴らしいですね。
Although the one thing from like the second movie is the scene I think has the scene with Heather just yelling on the ground or flopping on the ground yelling Silent Hill, and that's whenever I want to make fun of Konami, that's the scene I think of.
That's a pretty good one, but I don't think Christoph Gans second Silent Hill movie.
I don't think he was either. I don't think he did work on it.
To a world, a universe that I have touched in 2006, 15 years ago. The film was a great success, and we decided to go back to the best of his stories. I mean, Silent Hill 2.
Ah!
The film is the story of a young guy coming back to Silent Hill, where he has known a great love.
I hope they just release a Silent Hill 2 for the second movie that was like 3D
now,
or whatever.
The funny thing here is that Sean Bean was cast to play the equivalent of Harry Mason in a Silent Hill 1 movie because he looks like James. So, for them to want to do a film adaptation of Silent Hill 2, they already got the actor they wanted to play James to play a different role in the first movie.
Yeah.
It was like being trapped into a Twilight Zone. But in the second game, you know, the creator of the
But Christoph Gans making a Silent Hill 2 movie is very good news. We'll see.
Now here's the thing.
We'll see how much they actually let him work on it, though.
Yeah, I do wonder how he'll influence the other world this time.
That's a good question. I mean, the other world's different in every Silent Hill game, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, what effect are they going to do for this movie that comes into the games?
Well, the Konami guys pretty well just said the only reason that the Silent Hill 2 remake got greenlit at all is so it could be cross-media tie-in with the Silent Hill 2 movie.
Even if we are going to find again
so who knows how faithful the movie will be, but it looks like it's 100% will come out with a Silent Hill 2 game that's faithful to the original to hype up the Silent Hill 2 movie.
Yeah.
Are we saying to go back to Silent Hill to find this great love?
This one now has so many years from the first one that there is a clear idea from Christoph to make it modern, but also
Just make it true to the video game. You can leave the modern behind.
Yeah, I mean, the game wasn't modern when it came out.
also respecting the
Like
Yes.
that's not the setting.
The game came out in 2001, but all the tech and stuff you see is early 90s at the latest.
Somebody that respects the work that has been done, but that also has his own vision.
So far, the storyboards look accurate. Oh, that's different.
Oh.
That wasn't in the game.
With a different vision from a filmmaker. And both they have created, I believe.
Movies are a bit different. You can't just have so many parts in movies where the character is just running around. Everything needs to be at least partly visually interesting, you know?
Yeah.
The game of Silent Hill franchise were great artistic achievement. And
I wonder if
what was that door opening noise?
I don't know. It was James.
He has been
Oh.
in this world.
James is coming into the real world. He's going to smother Christoph Gans.
Because they felt that I was one of them, and it was so important for me to respect the original creation.
This scene will be good if they handle it right.
Everything started.
Angela is going to hit hard for
Yes.
modern audiences.
Yes, 100%.
Angela was fairly brutal for her time, but it was a bit of a different time back then. Angela for modern audiences is going to be brutal.
Fuck shit.
Language of the game.
Abstract Daddy.
And tell you about immersion into a
Yeah, I don't think they'll put that in the movie.
90 or 100 minutes.
Well, they might. They put some pretty fucked up shit in that first Silent Hill movie.
I mean, the one thing I remember is the ending. Is the girl using like a tentacle to rip the nun apart, like vagina first.
To redesign the classic monster of Silent Hill. I was talking about Red Pyramid, you know, the guy with the helmet.
I like how not even he calls him Pyramid Head.
Some of the creature of the film of
Technically speaking, he's called Red Pyramid
I
thing
know.
more than he's called Pyramid Head in the original game, I believe.
I don't think he's called Pyramid Head at all in the game.
It was important to come back.
He is at some point. When you pick up the Great Knife, James says, "Is this Pyramid Heads?" And if you look at the description for it in the inventory, it says Pyramid Head's Big Knife or something like that.
I found a very interesting collaboration with the people of Konami. They helped me a lot.
Oh yeah, this scene that people still talk about.
The monster, because they are also working on new episode for the franchise of Silent Hill.
The younger audience, they want that collective experience. They want to be with their friends. They want to talk about it, but they want also to live that experience together.
We all know that watching an horror film alone at his home is
I mean,
quite different.
if this movie comes out, I will probably take my mother to watch it because she likes horror.
It's very different.
And I know this game is good. So if they nail it, then shit.
The audience of today is really wanting. We are trying to do as much as
Although there's some things that they won't be
I
able
find
to
it funny they
replicate.
cut between Christoph Gans saying we're trying to be as accurate as possible to the game, we're trying to be very respectful, very faithful, then cuts to the producer, we need to get with the times, brother.
Yeah.
And this story is
And that makes me go, oh god damn it. So if the movie sucks, we know who to blame, huh, bud?
Yeah.
If we want
One thing I'm gonna go ahead and say, don't make the movie funny, ever.
perfectly aware that everything
Yeah, like the one thing that
There are like 3 bits of comedy in the entirety of the Silent Hill 2 game, and none of them are in the wrong place.
very surprising.
I feel like I only remember like one of them.
When you're in the elevator and there's the weird game show
Oh, yeah,
host
the
going
game
over
show.
it, and then at the end, James and Maria both shrug and go, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
When you get that ring out of the refrigerator and James gives it to Maria, Maria gives it to James, and James goes, "Thanks."
And then the pizza is stuff with
And
Daddy,
what
right?
was it? Eddie had a couple spots where he was funny. I mean, of course, the entirety of the bowling alley scene is full of unintentional comedy or partly intentional comedy.
Yeah. Oh,
How can you just sit there eating pizza? Forget you.
They're still casting.
楽しみです。この配信をご覧の皆さんもぜひ
I want The Rock to be fucking Pyramid Head.
それではこの回もそろそろ内藤さん
Just because the image would be funny.
Okay, as long as it's actually just Pyramid Head, you could go with several wrestlers.
From here,
Yes.
I would like to share with you some of Silent Hill related items that will help you enjoy the game even more. Here is the first one we would like to introduce.
Skateboards.
From get-go, you all very know, 1/6 scale statue of Red Pyramid Thing is coming.
They are officially in marketing not calling him Pyramid Head, they are calling him Red Pyramid Thing.
Yes.
Masahiro Ito, all details are
Because I think Ito said
Oh,
that. I think Ito tweeted that that's the name he considers canon. So he might have fought this one out.
And you can recreate the scene of the final fight
Yeah.
with these 2 Red Pyramid Things. Up next, James Sunderland 1/6 scale statue.
With a ketchup at his feet.
Yeah.
Captures James's exhaustive facial
I
expression.
did.
Not only the
I was half listening to her, so I thought she was actually talking about the health bottle was the ketchup.
pyramid thing can be held in his right hand.
My brain was just like, yes, there is nothing weird going on.
Maria from Silent Hill 2 is also coming as a 1/6 scale.
Nobody tell Mike that they have a
It is the
Maria
very
statue.
First official statue of Maria with the high quality
Get the jar out.
details. The right hand is interchangeable with a hand holding the gun, which appears in the subsequent.
Oh, hey, they're actually acknowledging Born from a Wish. That's. Will they include? Oh!
Yes.
Oh!
The right diorama.
Also recreated as a 1/6
Excellent!
scale coin
It's
bin
got the
statue.
stupid fucking
The Diorama
JPG
statue
of the
will
map of
remind
Silent
you
Hill
the
with
last
James and
scene
Maria's
where
faces on
James
it.
collapse to his knees and say, "So
I love that little stupid map. Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
amazing.
great.
Silent Hill
Introducing
skip.
products from the official
I'm right.
Konami shop. First, Silent Hill board collection. We made a collection that encapsulates
I don't care about
all
any of
that
this. I'm not
horror
going to buy
weirdness,
merchandise unless
featuring
it's
legendary
cheap, but
characters from the first four
it is
Silent
nonetheless
Hill
amusing. First of all, Silent Hill
These
skateboard's
fan
inherently
number
funny.
limit decks are now
It's also
available
hilarious that they
in official Konami
limited
shop.
it.
All
They
these
limited
products are now
it down to
available.
just the
Check it
first
out.
4. Cause fuck
Here's
all the
further
games that came
information
after,
about
except maybe
Silent Hill.
Shattered Memories.
Yeah.
Crazy Rock, 1/6 scale, fully articulated collectible figures.
It's honestly kind of funny to see them acknowledge Silent Hill 4.
Are coming. They are
You know, when they
high
showed
quality and fully
the figure for
articulated.
Pyramid Head, I saw the background and I was like, oh cool, they're gonna sell like a print of the painting from the game. No, that would be too cool.
Each figure typically stands around
Okay,
17
here's the
to
thing,
18
right?
centimeters in height.
Yeah.
If you have a statue of Pyramid Head, okay, if you have a statue of James or Maria,
And Maria
Maria might look a little bit odd, but you know, people wouldn't ask too many questions. If you got a statue of Pyramid Head, people know who Pyramid Head is. They'd go, "Oh, that's a cool statue." If you have a statue of the Silent Hill nurse, I think people are going to ask some fucking questions.
Why is it sticky?
This diorama will be coming
Yeah.
soon to the Bedrock Collectibles website. Konami is proud to present all these items on Silent Hill e-commerce page. Don't miss it and secure.
Okay,
your
is there going to be nothing hype left in this reveal?
We'll see.
Like, are they going to end on something big, or are they going to kind of just have it go down and down and down?
There's
and
a
down?
name. There's a name that I read that I won't bring up on unless they don't bring it up. They don't bring it up, and it ends.
Hi, my name is Jacob Novik, and I'm the CEO at Genvid.
Okay.
Jacob, what will you be presenting this time?
I'm going to show you a new kind of Silent Hill, an experience that you haven't seen.
Gambling game, mobile game.
No, he said you didn't experience it yet.
Please take a look at this video for hints.
That's true.
Battle Royale.
Silent Hill multiplayer. Stop doing the gamer talk. This never works.
Is this Dead by Daylight? I can't tell.
This has got to be a Silent Hill Dead by Daylight knockoff.
Yeah.
Also, no one chats through text chat.
I love Unfriended. Ascension.
Okay, yeah, Silent Hill DVD. Silent Hill DVD. That's not a shock, but it won't work. Oh, Behavior's actually working on it.
Fuck DVD, I guess.
Live 2023.
Face your trauma together.
Face your trauma together. That's an interesting fucking tagline.
Prepare for the failure of the game designer.
Well, this is going to be another world of Silent Hill. Jacob, could you please introduce your project?
This lady's got
For over
great
20
English.
Years,
Yeah.
Silent Hill has haunted my memories. And lately,
In my
I enjoy
restless
watching
dreams,
streamers playing
I
Silent
see
Hill
that
together.
that
We love
company,
the feeling of being
Konami.
scared together, of experiencing fear.
So
Friends,
3 Silent Hill games
watching
announced in one
horror
go.
films
That is curious.
Is so fun.
Yeah.
Silent Hill Ascension takes that feeling of communal fear to a massive scale. It's a live, real-time interactive series where millions of fans will watch together as the chilling story
Wait, is
unfolds.
this not a game?
You can change its outcomes and even be a part of
What
scenes.
the fuck?
There is no reset button. Decisions that you
This
make
is all
can
this
write
is
your
all
destiny story.
ambiguous riffraff.
Your
It's an
chance to
FMV.
shape Silent
It's an
Hill
FMV game.
forever. Silent Hill Ascension is brought
You
to
get to
by
kill Robin with your own 2 hands.
Behavior and DJ2. It goes live in 2023. Sign up at ascension.com for updates.
I'm so
I
excited
like
about
that
this
space.
new world
Sign
of
up for
Silent Hill.
sign up at
Here are some
ascension.com.
messages we received from 2
For
important
updates.
partners in the project. Before we look at the messages, could you please introduce them?
Today we're going to hear from Bad Robot as well as Behavior.
I want to cut to behavior, and it's
Okay,
just the
first
director
things
of
first.
behavior.
I would like
Oh,
to read
fucking
a
J.J.
message
Abrams,
from
fuck off.
director J.J.
It cuts to the director of behavior, and he just picks up a copy of Dead by Daylight. He just picks up the developer hard drive of Dead by Daylight, and just throws it in the trash.
He's by the way, Dead by Daylight runs on servers. So his video is just him unplugging the DBD servers
Of Bad Robot
one by one.
And the creative team of Behavior Interactive.
I'm Chris Amaral from Bad Robot Games and art director for
It is not a good sign that J.J. Abrams is involved with this.
Ascension is to ensure we maintain the tone.
What did he do aside from lens flares?
Come to love from the franchise, while also adding our own twist.
J.J. Abrams, I believe, did Rise of Skywalker and The Force Awakens.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
In Silent Hill
He also did
we
Cloverfield.
build off of this.
Oh no.
Our creatures are inspired by the personal traumas and internal demons of our characters' past lives.
So this will suck.
Congratulations, you described the basic plot of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Take on the brand, while still being equally respectful to where we've been before.
In 2021, we released the execution
Creator of Dead by Daylight.
survivor Cheryl Mason in Dead by Daylight. Today, Behavior once again will dive into the world of Silent Hill, but with a completely new experience. Here's Chris, VP Creative of our service
Cut to
division,
Chris Redfield.
tell you all about it.
Everyone at Behavior is excited to announce our
David
collaboration
Cross!
on Silent Hill Ascension, in a new form of entertainment that blends community, live storytelling, and interactivity.
None of what you are saying tells me what this
The
is.
entire community on a unique interactive
Yeah, this is
storytelling
entirely
experience
just
where
wait for the
decisions
trailer,
you
I
make
guess.
affect the
Yeah.
characters and the world. Those decisions become canon, and there's no reset button. This is a whole new chapter for Silent
Those
Hill.
decisions
New
become canon
characters and fresh
until we
stories
get retconned
where
in
the
2
stakes
months.
couldn't be more real. We're thrilled to be working with the talented teams at
Well, on
Jet
top of
Jet,
that, it's
Robot,
not like
and
Silent
DJ
Hill is
Team
known
doing
for like
Silent
the
Hill
super
Ascension.
concrete canon where every
It's supposed to go
sequel
live in
influences
2023,
its follow-up
and
super
sign up
hard.
Ascension.
What are you
There's
talking?
only
What are you
one
talking
Silent Hill
about?
game in the whole series that is a direct sequel to another Silent Hill game.
What are you talking about? All of the Silent Hill world changed after the guy in the Games foreskin got circumcised or whatever.
That's fantastic. We are excited too.
Oh,
I
God.
think everyone watching this distribution is eagerly awaiting this new Silent Hill. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Thank you, Jacob, for sharing your fascinating title with us today. Thank you for your time.
I'm kind of.
I'm not sure they even used the word game at any point during that talk.
I don't think they did. But I kind of wish that they did bad delivery on purpose. Like I want them to do the fucking like the early 2000s voice acting.
Another new Silent Hill game?
This might be the thing I was talking about.
Are you shitting me?
Finally, we will leave you with that completely new video.
You know, because we've seen the rest.
Silent Hill Transmission.
Alright, is this the thing that I thought about? Ghost of Tsushima in my Silent Hill.
Japan?
What the fuck?
Silent Hill in Japan. What the fuck? Silent Hill Japan.
Fatal Frame. Fatal Hill. Silent Frame. Picture.
Silent Frame.
Picture.
Stop using the plague growing fucking aesthetic. That's Resident Evil's gig. I'm starting to think that there's not many development teams over in Japan that Konami was interested in hiring who had the interest for Kindergarten Cop that the original Team Silent did.
Yeah.
Write what you know, I guess.
Fucking Junji Ito
oh
shit.
Boy, Trypophobia.
Yeah.
Hang on, wasn't there talks a while ago about... Wasn't there talks a while ago about Junji Ito working on a Silent Hill game?
Yes. I don't think he did, but we'll see.
Okay. And anyways... Silent Hill F?
For fuck you.
Oh, it's a Japanese, like, traditional remix of the original Silent Hill theme. That's rad.
Yeah.
By the way, super confirmation that Silent Hill is actually everywhere and not just one town in Maine.
Yeah.
Unless Japan has picked up and moved to the American East Coast.
You'd be surprised. Alright.
They just uprooted from the soil itself.
I'll wait until the video stops, but...
It's nothing. I went ahead and looked ahead on the bar.
Okay. So the title that I was talking about that apparently got leaked, but not in this thing. I guess it wasn't confirmed to be a title, but it sounded like one. Was Return to Silent Hill. Which technically this is a Return to Silent Hill, but still.
Well, here's the thing. Return to Silent Hill is the name of the movie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they say that and I just missed it?
Yes, they did.
Okay. That explains that then.
So we got Silent Hill 2 Remake. We got what is probably either a walking simulator or desk simulator in the Silent Hill universe. We got a sequel to the original movie, still now featuring Christoph Gans. We got some kind of weird new Dead by Daylight adjacent experience. Shrug. And we got a entirely new Silent Hill game set in Japan.
Yeah.
I got to say, I was thinking it would be insane of me to expect 2 new games. I was not expecting 4 new games in a movie.
Yeah, hype is a strong word, because there's still too many things between playing these games and me. But at the same time, I have a more hopeful outlook on the future for Silent Hill, because 2 might not turn out completely shit. A Bluebird team proved that, or at least they tried to show off that, hey, maybe they can do other people's work if they can do their own good.
To me, it's a good sign that not only do I recognize almost every locale they showed in that trailer, but it's specifically a good sign that James's voice acting sounded weird.
Yeah. And then this new game was interesting. I don't know how much I like the whole the fungus aesthetic for the Silent Hill stuff. But at the same time,
it's definitely it's weird. There's mists everywhere, but it seems right now to be more Junji Ito than Silent Hill.
Yeah. I mean, we'll know if fucking Tomoe, I think that was her name, if she shows up, then it's definitely Junji Ito, because she's his OC. That's in everything.
Well, for Silent Hill 2 Remake, they specifically advertised that they got Masahiro Ito and Akira Yamaoka back. So if they got Junji Ito for any of these, I know they would have advertised it, because Junji Ito is a big name.
Yeah, that's true. But if nothing else, then at least it's very Junji Ito inspired.
I'm very curious about that desk simulator game, because that could possibly go in an interesting direction. though pretty well all of these except the remake are going to be wait on review scores. Silent Hill 2 remake I'll buy probably even if it sucks. Just because it's Silent Hill 2 and even if it sucks, I want it so I can start it up and then point and laugh at it.
Yeah. Like we did with the HD
it's my
remake.
favorite game of all time, you know?
Yeah.
Well, there's not much to point and laugh at with the HD remake except bugs.
I don't know. We had a couple, like how the game was a lot darker, so I couldn't see shit for some reason, or the fact that time that James was flying.
Yeah.
Or the glass breaking, only playing once in the prison.
Yeah.
Or the or the fucking the missing audio from the infinite staircase. There was a lot. Or the end of the ocean.
Yeah, that one was a big one. Oh God, how will they handle the boating section in the remake?
Oh,
See,
no.
now this is the question of how will they handle several things in the remake, right?
Yeah.
Eddie alone is a big question, right?
Yeah.
Eddie, I feel like they might want to handle it differently. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Eddie narrative in Silent Hill 2, but I wouldn't say it's super politically correct, so I don't know if they want to tone that down, right? Then again, this is Bloober, they don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, no, he instead of being like a psychopath, Eddie will just be depressed and then shoot himself.
Oh God, the Eddie boss fight might actually not suck in third person.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the Eddie boss fight. I adore Silent Hill 2, but the Eddie boss fight is awful.
I don't remember. I remember where it is. I remember sort of what happens, but I don't actually remember the mechanics.
It's two assholes just standing face to face shooting at each other.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that might be more interesting this time. Yes.
Yeah.
And then with the Annapurna game.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It will be curious to see how they handle, like, if James can dodge. That would make what is already honestly a very easy game even easier.
Yeah.
But the loss of fixed camera angles, while that means there are some scenes where you won't be able to see as well, there are some scenes where there are some levels in Silent Hill 2 where the fixed camera angle very much helps you. Gives you a certain degree of ability to just see around corners and shit.
Yeah.
And the remake won't have that.
I'm looking forward to the memes already. I can dodge Pyramid Head, but I can't dodge my kill for killing my wife.
Yeah. Mary simply should have dodged her disease. What are the invincibility frames on your... Okay. So Homecoming sucked, but could you imagine the humor of if, like, they have, like, some ultra hardcore mode for Silent Hill 2 that people wind up dissecting and going, yo, Silent Hill 2 is hype.
I thought you were going to say what if they implemented the combo system from one of the fucking later Western games, and fucking like you just start doing air combos on the nurse as James Devil Trigger starts playing.
Boy. You know, this actually reminds me, you didn't watch Wooly's playthroughs of Silent Hill, did you?
No.
So Wooly being Wooly, every time he got a melee weapon in Silent Hill 1 and 2, I haven't watched his playthrough of Silent Hill 3 yet, but every time he got a melee weapon in Silent Hill 1 and 2, he would, like, honestly try and, like, lab it. Like, what's the range? What's the damage? What's the knockdown there? And Wooly being Wooly, he stuck with melee throughout pretty well the entirety of both games. Because what if he needs the bullets later, right?
Yeah, the joke's on him though. He didn't see our playthrough when shooting the shotgun creates more bullets somehow.
Yeah. The shotgun just shoots out a pack of 10 bullets that you pick back up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But yeah, the Annapurna game, I don't know if I'd say it's a walking simulator just yet, because Stray had more more of an action focus at times. So that also, no code is a rogue element. We don't know what Rogo does. If Rogo did anything, actually, I could look it up. But what will it give me when I just look up no code? Just to make sure. You couldn't have chosen a worse name for your fucking company, mate. Okay, Glasgow.
Give me a second. I'm typing out in the Discord what got announced.
Apparently they're from Scotland. What have you done, mate? Stories untold and observation. And that's it. Yep. Have you heard of either of these games?
Give me a second. Give me. Okay, let's see.
So their games.
No code.
Their games are Stories Untold and Observation.
Oh fuck.
What?
Hang on, I put in no code developer and it brought up developing tips.
Yeah, I had to put in like no code development studio.
Oh god damn it!
It put in no code studio.
No code. What a terrible name.
That's what I said. Yes.
Yeah. I'm reaffirming it. Observation and Stories Untold. Let me look them up on Steam. They're probably indie games on Steam.
Yeah.
Observation, I feel like I've heard of.
When was this? 2019. I don't think this is the game I'm thinking of. No, it is not.
Observation has mostly positive reviews. It is a game where you are controlling a system of cameras observing astronauts on a space station out in space.
All right, so that's
got 9 out of 10 reviews from the you're not on the station, you are the station.
You're hell.
That's a good tagline.
You're hell.
Got 9 out of 10 reviews from some journalists, it looked like. Let's see. Stories Untold.
It's apparently a fascinating subversive experiment in storytelling. So probably also...
It looks like you play you play a bunch of DOS games, it looks like.
Wait a second, do I know this game?
Oh, Scorn is that game with the super fucking H.R. Geiger designs.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I've seen that one.
Mike would kill you right now. Mike would be strangling you.
Oh, Giger.
Yeah, Mike would be strangling you this moment.
Right. Well, there's just dicks everywhere. That's the important part.
I may actually know Stories Untold. Well, one fourth of it at least. They have a picture. They have a picture with a prompt, a DOS prompt, in the game. I mean, on a thing, on a timer, and if memory serves, that's like a choose your own adventure where a guy is fucking like talking to you through a code he made and is actively killing you.
Yeah. So I was right. It's probably going to be a desk simulator.
Yeah, sadly.
I don't know. It could be interesting. Like, if it's a low-budget game and they're allowed to get wacky with it, I could be really curious about where it goes, right?
I mean, it's a thing of like...
It depends on what you can do from the desk.
Yes, exactly. Because, like, once again, the game I'm thinking of, which might not be the game they made, but that was an interesting, like, desk simulator because you weren't at the desk all the time. You walked around the house, you collected clues, and there was character building in that. And like there's things that they can do to make it good.
Okay, what would be great?
Yeah.
If it's Silent Hill 4, if it's Silent Hill The Room, but they cut out all the parts where you take the tunnels out of the room and it's just you in the room.
Yeah. And you have a dedicated...
That would be fucking awesome.
You have a dedicated I missed my foreskin button.
Yeah. You have a dedicated get back in the wall, ghost button.
Yeah.
You just have a fly swatter and you start batting it anytime it comes out of the wall.
Yeah. When do the farting trees or whatever it was come into play?
Farting nurses.
Yeah, the farting nurses.
My God, that was the fucking... What the fuck? Silent Hill 4. See, that's the thing about Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 4 was willing to get a lot more in the vein of going away from just gore and rust and all that stuff that I love in Silent Hills 1, 2, and 3. But Silent Hill 4 really showed how the series could go off the wall with other weird stuff in horror. Because Silent Hill 4 felt a lot more like it was less John Carpenter, less Stephen King, less guy who made Candyman and Hellraiser. What was his name? British dude. Whatever. And Silent Hill 4 felt more Junji Ito or hang on, let me see. David Lynch, where a lot of the horror is just weird shit,
Yeah.
And sadly, Silent Hill 4 was the beginning of the end, but it looks like with that Japanese game, they are going to be experimenting more with the idea of doing stuff that's highly unusual for Silent Hill.
Yeah, I hope that they redo the door bit from one of Junji Ito's works. You just keep opening doors, and there's just more doors.
Well, it looks like they're going for a cordyceps thing, so it's a door, but it has loads of little doors growing out of it.
Yeah.
Boy, Last of Us reminding everybody about the existence of cordyceps really changed horror, didn't it?
Yeah. Kind of wish it didn't.
I mean, to be fair, cordyceps is one of the most horrific things there are in nature, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if the new game will have combat at all.
Well, it probably looks like you're going to be playing as a teenage Japanese girl, so who knows how much she could... Say that, but Heather's the biggest ass kicker of the Silent Hill protagonists.
Yeah.
Heather's the only Silent Hill protagonist that gets a fucking machine gun.
What does this small Japanese schoolgirl proceeds to German suplex Pyramid Head in Japan?
The real question... Silent Hill game set in a country where there's no right to bear arms.
You cut out.
The real question is, it's a Silent Hill game set in a country where there's no right to bear arms.
Yeah. Katana.
Yeah, you're probably going to get a katana or a spear. Especially because the way the architecture looked, it looked like it was kind of like... Well, she was wearing a schoolgirl outfit, so it couldn't be too far back in history, but at the same time...
Was she wearing a schoolgirl outfit? Because I don't remember. I was paying attention to the world.
It looked like she was to me.
I guess I'll go back.
It seemed to me like it would be 50s or 60s. It seemed to me like 50s or 60s Japan, still recovering from the war.
Yeah, maybe.
Which Silent Hill is always generally set somewhere between the 60s and 90s, so...
Alright, I went back, I'm looking at the trailer. I'm trying to see if they show her outfit. But it's hard to see. Okay, no, you're right. She is wearing a schoolgirl outfit, yes. Then yeah, if they're doing Golden Era Silent Hill with Japan, that would be interesting. If memory serves, that's the 50s Golden Era. I'm trying to think of what weapons they could use. Yeah, 'cause they already showed that you have a pipe. because that's the that's what the game starts
the
with.
pipe is the Silent Hill classic.
Yeah,
The pipe and the 2x4 with nails in it.
yeah.
And chainsaw in Silent Hill 1 and 2, though I don't think Heather gets it or Henry gets it.
Mm. I'm also just thinking of like, how could they do the radio? Because I don't think that was in all of the Silent Hills. I don't remember. It might have been. It was.
It was.
It was. So yeah, they have to do the radio.
Well, radio existed back then, but they didn't really have radios you could carry around.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
It will,
and also like in the 50s,
she'll carry around something like very traditionally Japanese, because it looked like it's going to be very traditional Japan aesthetics, right?
Yeah, like the other thing for me was that like this looked like a very remote part of Japan, and in the 50s, I don't think radios would have might have not reached that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess she could carry on the talisman, and then if it gets set on fire, then it's near.
Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty good sign. Why is my ass burning? Oh, there's monsters.
But yeah, there's interesting things that they can do with traditional Japanese Silent Hill, though, in my opinion, because then it's a thing of like you know how Pyramid Head was inspired not just by James doing the things he did, but also by James looking at the painting. So imagine the amount of fucking Oni that they can adapt, and then still have it fit into whatever is going on. Although let's make things
Silent
clear.
Hill as a whole has a fair bit of Japanese mythology going on for a lot of monster designs.
Yeah. But like, considering the setting and all that, this will not be like a 2 or a 4 game. This will be a 1 and 3. So this will follow the cult.
I don't see how the cult could fit into Japan, honestly.
But it may not be the exact cult. I think it could be an offshoot. Because like the setting would lend it, like the setting is just very much used with cultish stuff. See Siren.
That it's a good question what they would do there. Though honestly, like the thing, if it is set in the 50s or 60s, then it would be the earliest game in the Silent Hill timeline. It would be before Origin. So it would be before the cult got up to anything in Silent Hill, let alone Dahlia conceiving Alessa.
But then what could have this child done to get them sent to Silent Hill?
People have always wondered, can Silent Hill move? Or can Silent Hill spread in a little way? Because Silent Hill 2, people have always kind of wondered, how is it that James, Eddie, and Angela all came there? Did they all just out of the blue decide to go to Silent Hill? Did they did James get the letter and Eddie got hit whatever he got, Angela got whatever she got? Or did Silent Hill come to them, right?
Yeah.
And Homecoming, it's not really talked about, which is one of the many failures of Homecoming. But in Homecoming, they explicitly say Silent Hill is starting to expand into neighboring towns.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like that's actually a fairly big part of Homecoming's plot that I don't think ever really gets discussed intimately, which is the town of Shepherd's Crossing, neighboring, I believe it was called Shepherd's Crossing, neighboring Silent Hill, is slowly getting encroached upon by the mists. Which, granted, for the average Joe doesn't mean anything, because for the average Joe, Silent Hill doesn't seem to appear at all. It's just for people with seriously bad traumas.
Yeah. But then, like, now comes the question once again of like, so why fungus? Why is the fungus among us? Also, what did the child do?
Symbolism.
Yeah.
Every Silent Hill's got a different whole thing going on. Everything in Silent Hill 2, it's different for every person, you know?
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2, James, everything was drowned for James. Everything looked like it was suffocating or sounded like it was suffocating.
Everything was on fire for Angela.
And fungus kind of represents rot. Fungus kind of represents nature reclaiming something that was left behind. Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Like once again, the thing
that's interesting.
Yeah, the thing that interests me the most is how they'll tie the kid to the whole thing of the fungus, and why she's seeing Silent Hill for what it is.
It raises the question of, well, for one thing, like Silent Hill 1 presented the idea that Silent Hill was just created by Alessa going berserk with her psychic powers. Silent Hill 2 suggested, for one thing, by the fact that it happened at all, Silent Hill did not end with Alessa. And furthermore, you find out about weird, fucked up shit happening in Silent Hill's history long before Alessa. So the question arose of, clearly Alessa did not make Silent Hill the way it was. Perhaps she made it worse, but she did not make it the way it was. But if there's a Silent Hill that is set before Origins, then that would mean that Alessa didn't even really make it worse.
Yeah. There's shit. There's things to figure out with these games, and this is good. This makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that the mere existence of a Silent Hill in 50s, 60s Japan is already in itself raising so many lore questions.
Oh, I know. I know. So the fungus.
What's that?
The fungus gets onto a VHS. It gets shipped to America. And that's how Silent Hill goes to America.
Sure.
That's what happened with the Cursing Ringu.
Oh boy.